Hey everyone, welcome to Zozo Anime. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas, here to do a movie review. In particular, two movies, guys. These two different, I guess, or separate, unique films are connected to each other. And the kicker is that you can watch them in any order. You can watch I'll call the pink version first, and then the blue one, or the blue, then the pink. I personally recommend, and I thank the gods that I did it. I highly probably suggest, because it made more sense and I felt more of an impact story-wise from the two films, because they are interconnected. If you watch first the pink one, To Me, the One Who Loved You, then watch what I like to call a sequel slash prequel, To Every You I've Loved Before. First one makes sense to watch more than the second. But let me give you the details, guys. I'm not going to give you every single thing. I'll tell you my opinion on the film because it came across whatever the hell I saw it. King, you got to watch it. Watch both of these things. They're on Crunchyroll. You can find them a whole bunch everywhere. You can even buy the damn thing, which after what I saw, I plan on buying, and I'll be probably in about a month or so bring you the unboxing video for it. Anyways. So, To Me, the One Who Loved You, it came out in 2022. It's an hour and 38 minutes, rated PG. It's directed by Kenichi Kasai. Two different directors for the films, guys. So, the brief synopsis, without ruining a lot for you, just like one sentence. In a universe of parallel worlds, two lovers search for a place to belong. I'll elaborate on that, okay? The characters are Kazume, Koyomi, IIoko, and Shiori. Okay, guys. Basically, to sum up the first one without going into so many details, because I can be here for half hour, you have two kids who grow up with each other, having fun, like doing kid stuff, boy and a girl, whatever. Slowly, they start to kind of fall for each other. They came from two families that their parents got divorced. So, that's the gist of it. So, they kind of go closer, they have a bond, whatever. Feelings start to happen. And as feelings start to happen, things get complicated on these poor kids. His father is a scientist. Her mother's also a scientist. And guys, this has to do with time travel and all that parallel worlds crap. But I can tell you honestly, it does not take away from the story. If you're not into science and this kind of gimmicky stuff, it's not going to take you out. They use it as a tool, but a tool done properly so they can tell you the story so you can see what goes on. There's a lot of feelings, a lot of sad kind of moments, but at the same time, moments that are going to confuse the living daylights out of you. You're like, whoa, I'm confused, especially with the second film. So, that's what happened. So, as they're developing this new parallel world, time travel, mind, whatever you want to call it, their parents, they decided to make a big announcement to them, to these poor kids who seem to be falling for each other, that they're going to be getting married. So that throws a monkey wrench. So they start to kind of like, how are we going to do this? We're going to be like siblings. Siblings don't get married. Their life is going to end, blah, 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 blah. So they got this idea that, hey, we're going to use this machine that their parents have cooked up to use and kind of experiment on. So they both decide to climb in the damn thing, and that's when shit hits the fan. So their idea is to go to another world that they can spend the rest of their lives together, not worry about the whole their parents getting married and they can't, fix their lives. So they get in this damn thinking, okay, we're going to find whatever. They'll meet up with their parents who are not divorced, so then they don't get married in the world that they are. So things can go But things don't go that easy, guys. So he ends up going, he finds his family, blah, blah, blah. She does the same. She's at a cross intersection somewhere. She sees her parents, and she's so excited, she decides to cross the street and doesn't look both ways, guys. This car hits her and kills her in that world. They both come to in the other world. The only difference is he's okay in this damn thing. She's not. Leaves her, basically, guys, brain dead. So after 2-3 months or whatever, 2 years, trying to kind of like figure the way to bring her back and to kind of undo all this stuff with, his parents' help and all that stuff, she ends up passing away, and that sets him off on a long-ass mission that he needs to find a way to save her, because apparently he sees her ghost at an intersection every single day, and she's basically waiting for him. She's kind of like lost, and he's like with the guilt, like there's no tomorrow. He ends up meeting up near the end with this other girl, Kimiko, and kind of like he avoided her. They're both smart, whatever. So she decides to go on this crazy ass idea to help this guy create the technology or something so he can somehow get back to her and save her. So they end up kind of like getting together. A lot of scenes back and forth and traveling and all this stuff. And at one point, his grandfather's dead and the dog is alive. And another point, his dog is dead. This, whatever. I'm telling you, in the first movie, the pink version, this one, he ends up going to live with his dad. This is the fun part. So that's what's going on in the first one. I'm leaving a lot of details out, guys, so you can check it out for yourselves. The second one, the blue one, To Every You I Loved Before, came out in 2022. It's an hour and 42 minutes, about 4 minutes longer. It's rated PG. It's directed by Jun Matsumoto. This synopsis: in a universe parallel worlds, a love story takes place. So in the last one, guys, the last scene, he ends up he's like almost 80 years old, and his wife that he ends up marrying, the girl who was the scientist who teased him or whatever, who decided to go on this crazy ass idea to help him with, reuniting with his childhood love or whatever he lost in Shiori, sends him through, leaves a message on the thing saying that he has to go meet her at this place at this time, and he'll find her. Okay? So the only way he can free her, basically, is to send her to a place that they haven't met so she can actually have a life of her own. He goes back, and this one he wakes up thinking that, okay, you know what, things are going to be okay, whatever, life's going to... No. He's kind of trapped in there. He kind of is going to, parallel universe to universe to universe. He meets up with his future wife there, the one that's helping him. And this one, they're kind of dating in school. And apparently there's this watch that they use that tells you that you can be as far as 100 parallel universes from your own. So this is where I got confused, because at one moment he's talking to this girl that he thought was from the world that he happened to jump into, but she's not. She's a couple, 85 universes away. Then it's back to 12, and then it's 0. So there's a lot of jumping back and forth, and as these people are jumping into her body, where he is currently, they're going through traumas, losing a kid. He has a son. And the other one, I think he has a granddaughter, which is pretty cool. That's the world that he's from, the old man down in the future. And, oh my God, some more shenanigans back and forth, and him falling for her, and then they getting together. It was pretty much the love story of him getting with the person who helped him to find his, original love there. So it kind of gives you the backstory to that, because in the first film, you got glimpses of what goes down in this one in the other film. So it's a lot of you got to watch both. That's how it is. But the way I've watched it, it totally makes sense. You're not completely what the hell's going on here? Because if you watch this movie before the one before, you'd be like, okay, now that makes sense. You got to really figure things out, because when you watch the other one, okay, that's where they got this from. This one, right away it clicks that, okay, this is from this time, or this is when this went down. So you kind of understand where everybody's coming from, because there's storylines all over the place. From his father, the girl's mother, her being stuck, telling him to move on, and then finding peace. And he does meet up with her. I'm telling you, it's all bonkers. And then the one that he's with kind of send a message there for him to meet up with this person, but kind of indirectly sabotages him so he doesn't completely meet her up so she can live her life and stuff. But anyways, a lot of craziness back and forth, people dying, people think, a lot of tying up from the other film, which was great. The cool thing at the end, he does meet up with her, but there's something that's said in the first film, which I'm not going to tell you guys, that something about being a stranger is the only way you can really help someone, because if you know someone, is that really helping? You're just being there for them. Kind of gist of it, that's the best way I can say it. He goes with his wheelchair to go to this intersection that apparently he has to go on August 17th to meet somebody, and it just happens that the other girl, Shiori, older as well, bumps into him. He's about to have a heart attack and he needs medication. And she kind of reaches out and gives it to him. But they don't recognize each other at all. But they have a funny feeling that they've met each other somehow, some way. So that was the gist of it. He ends up getting the medication from her. They have a little chat. You know, didn't ask for her name. He didn't ask for, I think she asked for his, but he didn't tell me, whatever. He only asked her, did you have a good life? You know, because for some reason he felt the urge to ask her that. And she says, yes. So it's good that they both fulfilled their lives and whatever. He ends up meeting up with his wife that he's married to. And they have a nice little conversation that he said, I felt good because I met a total stranger who helped me. And I'm happy for her because she ended up having a good life or something like that. And that's how it pretty much ends. Like, I'm telling you, I'm leaving a lot of things out, guys. But overall, loved it. I'm going to buy both of these because you can get it as a 2-pack on Amazon. So King's going to shell out some money and then bring the unboxing video. But I highly recommend you guys checking out To Me, the One Who Loved You, and To Every You I Loved Before. Good love stories separately, but they're connected 100% to each other. Watch them in that order. If I had to recommend, To Me, the One Who Loved You first, then To Every You I Loved Before. It'll make total sense. That's the way. Don't do it ass backwards. Do it that way. But I enjoyed it. You guys let the King know in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you hate it? That's up to you guys. So there you go, guys. That's my official anime movie review on To Me, the One Who Loved You, and To Every You I Loved Before. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out our other reviews that are coming your way, guys, on our YouTube channel. And stay tuned. A lot of cool other stuff coming in. And some older stuff that the King has decided to dive back into after decades. You know, especially a particular series that got me into all this anime thing years ago. So until then, be the hell good. Stay off the King's throne. And I'll see you guys where? Right here on Zozo Anime.